Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. It's such a cozy morning here. I've got a blanket on. I've just been reading for a little bit and I just made myself a hot tea to take to go and I'm just feeling so cozy. Matt and I are about to head out on our little annual fall weekend getaway. We actually changed our minds last minute. We're heading to Montreal now, which is super exciting because I've only been once. We decided to just wait and do Syracuse when we've moved into the house. It just kind of makes a bit more sense. Like, why go and stock up on a bunch of food and all this stuff like 2 weeks before we move? So that is the plan and I'm really excited. I have the whole kind of like, not trip planned out, but like things we want to do, and the weather's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be like 13, 14, 15 degrees, which is like in the high 60s, which is like perfect walking around weather. You still have a bit of a crisp air, but it's not like freezing as it sometimes is in the beginning of October. And when we're back this coming week, it's supposed to get back up to the 90s. So it's supposed to be like 27, 28 all week. It's been like the strangest fall ever. Never been this warm going into October. Like as a kid, I remember wearing like a snowsuit trick-or-treating. What did we do this morning? We honestly just laid low. We had some coffee. We both read some of our books. I got my pre-order for, well, it's not a pre-order. I pre-ordered it and it came in the mail this week because it got released. The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic by Brianne Randall. It's supposed to be a mix of Gilmore Girls and Practical Magic, and I think I'm only about a quarter of the way through, but I think this is going to be my favorite witchy rom-com read. I just have a feeling it's so good so far, so hoping to get some more of this read this weekend. And I also, when we're home from our trip, I think, well actually no, maybe I'll do a separate vlog. I haven't decided yet, but I want to share my October TBR and do some fall baking. So depending how much footage I get on our trip, I might vlog a little bit at home on Sunday. And I'm also reading thriller-wise What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall, and this is so good. I'm about 40% of the way through and the plot is super unique, so I'm really loving this. And because we're not doing a reset for November, I'll probably share my book reviews throughout the month in vlogs, kind of like I was doing a few months ago. Anyways, those are the current reads amongst like 6 other books because I'm a mood reader. And yeah, but I just wanted to come on and say hello. Welcome to a cozy fall few days together. We're gonna welcome October. I'm so excited. I've got a mint tea. I'm wearing my spooky season sweater for the road. And yeah, when we get there, I think we're gonna go right into some exploring, which is why I wanted to come on and start the vlog now. And yeah, welcome to the vlog. Okay, your turn.
Oh, yeah.
I know, right? She like freshly piped it for us. How do we eat this? Hi guys, we have made it to, I keep wanting to say Quebec City. We're in Montreal.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
It's almost 6 p.m. I haven't like actually started this video yet because I feel like whenever we get to a new spot, I'm just like so overwhelmed and excited that we go and explore. But you guys are seeing this on October 1st. So happy few days of October. If you guys are newer to my channel, Matt and I's anniversary is September 22nd, and we always take some sort of like weekend fall getaway at the end of September to celebrate our anniversary. And so I'll link all the previous ones down below. The first year that we started dating, we went to Kingston, and then I don't think we did something during 2020 because we were like deep in the pandemic. 2021, we went to Lindsay and Peterborough, Ontario with Days In. And then last year we also went to Kingston with Days In. And this year we're in Montreal. You guys know we were supposed to go to Boston and Salem, but it just like didn't work out with flights. And then we were actually supposed to go to Syracuse. We kind of were both talking about it the other day, and we both came to the realization that it's better to wait. Like, we're still gonna go to Syracuse, but probably once we've moved, like over the winter, because I'm obviously gonna wanna go to Target, get some cute stuff for the house, and it just doesn't really make sense to like go to Trader Joe's and stock up on a bunch of stuff when we're about to move. I'd rather do it when we're settled into the new house. So we decided to come to Montreal. I booked this room with Aeroplan points, and we're staying at Le Germain. I never know how to say that. Le Germain. Which they actually own the Alt hotels as well, which is where I stayed in Toronto a few weeks ago. So anyways, welcome to the vlog. We're having a little spooky season fall getaway, although it's still really warm here. we're embracing the fall energy, or we're gonna try to as much as possible. Let's see what the weather is right now in Fahrenheit. It is, okay, actually I feel like it's kind of giving fall energy. It's about like 67, 68 degrees out. So it's like nice, cool, crisp, but also like the perfect weather to walk around. Like, it's not too cold. So as you guys saw, we got here, we checked in, and then we walked around. Well, first we went to the Gilles Villeneuve circuit, but a lot of it's under construction. We drove across a little piece of it, and then we just walked around the old port for a while, went in some stores, got some coffee, all that stuff, and now we're back at the hotel to freshen up, and we're actually gonna go back to the old port for dinner, and then tomorrow we're gonna do like Mont Royal and all that kind of fun fall stuff, and then on the way home we're gonna stop at a pumpkin village. That's the most fall thing ever. So anyways, wanted to come on and say hello, welcome to the vlog. We're gonna get ready and head out to dinner, but I hope you guys enjoy, and happy October. We went to the cutest bookstore in the entire world. Matt and I kept saying that for a, what's that called? Like an independent bookstore. They had an insane selection of books. And I actually just watched Peru's Project, who I gave her a shout out this month in my monthly reset. She just read this in a spooky reading vlog and loved it, and so I picked it up. It's one of those books that like I've seen everywhere, but I've never really thought to read it, and I did not realize it was a spooky season book. So really excited about that, and I love when a bookstore gives you, oh wait, this is so cool. I love when a bookstore gives you a bookmark. Anyways, I'm really obsessed with this room. It's just very cozy. She's giving cozy energy, honestly, and it's a wireless charger, which is honestly awesome. Look at Matt's cute little F1 background. Anyways, this is our view. I don't really know where we are. Is this considered downtown? Happy first weekend of October. Guys, a little quick out for the day. I've had to do this like 3 times. There's a lot of motorcycles here. But just doing this little black, this is a skirt. It's from American Eagle, and I love it because it has shorts underneath. And then I have to wear tights because y'all know the story of the big bruise I have right now. So I also thought it just looked a bit more fall with the tights. And then I have an oversized sweater and my bagu, and I love that I can turn it into a shoulder bag or a crossbody depending on the mood. And then I have some flats in the car, and I just touched up my hair a little bit, but we're not going to a super fancy restaurant. It's like a little, I think it's called Bevo. It's like a little pizzeria bar situation. So anyways, here's the fall fit. You guys are like half asleep because we literally just woke up like, you know, we woke up like 40 minutes ago, but good morning. We're gonna go and get coffee. We have like a jam-packed, really fun day today. Not like really jam-packed, but we have some activities to do. We're gonna go grab coffee and then come back here for probably just like a little bit, and then we're really close to Montreal right now, so we're gonna go walk around there and kind of see like the fall leaves and all the colors changing. I think they'll be so nice. And then I want to kind of hang out in like the Plateau Montreal area today, since we did the Old Port yesterday. There's some vintage and thrift stores that I want to go to. It just feels like the perfect fall day. Grab a coffee, go for a little autumn foliage walk, and then go to some like vintage shops. And then there's a coffee shop here that we found last night, like cappuccinos and lattes, like pumpkin faces on them. I have to show you guys because I'm so excited. How cool that is. So naturally we have to go there, and then we are going to hopefully get to the biodome today because I've never been. We thought that would be fun. And fall is here. Yeah, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 13 degrees Celsius. It is majestic. I'm so excited. There's nothing like going outside first thing in the morning and the crisp fall air just like hits you with a warm coffee. I can't wait, but I need coffee. So we're gonna go get coffee, and yeah, good morning. Morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Let's just disregard the hair. She's having her moment, and not a good one, okay? But happy Monday. I wanted to come on and vlog for a little bit today because our vlog If you guys follow, or I post on my community tab just saying that our trip got cut short because of a family emergency, and so I wanted to vlog a little bit today this video is not long at all. So anyways, yeah, we had a really nice weekend in Montreal, and then Saturday morning we got some news and we finished up our morning there because there was nothing, like, we had time to finish up our morning there, but we actually ended up just like not doing any of our afternoon activities. We drove right home and went to the hospital. And obviously it's not pertaining to my family, so I'm not going to get into it, but if you could keep Matt's family in your thoughts and prayers, I'm sure they would really appreciate that, and to know that all of the people online are thinking of them. But yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but that is why the second day of this vlog, Matt and I don't think we talked to the camera. I think we talked to the camera first thing in the morning before we knew, and then I just got a lot of b-roll because we were just, I think, both a little like just, yeah. Anyways, so happy Monday. I am honestly feeling extremely like overwhelmed and anxious about moving. The house is starting to get packed up. I don't do well with like messy spaces, and so I'm feeling a little anxious. And like, while I love change, I don't like the interim of like waiting for change, and so that's kind of something I'm struggling with. Decided to have a bit more of like a me day today. I feel like, not that I haven't been prioritizing myself, but I just wanted to kind of do some things for me today and slow down. And yeah, so I want to like put together my October TBR today. I want to read, well, I spent the whole morning reading. It was honestly so nice. It's like 10 something now. I woke up at like 7 and just spent the whole morning reading, and it was so nice. And I also want to do some baking, which I think would be super fun. So that's kind of my plan for today. And then you guys will see this video tomorrow. But we had a lot of fun in Montreal. I posted like a 24-hour recap on my Instagram and on TikTok. But yeah, it was honestly amazing. I really want to go back. Next year, I think we would go back a bit later in October. It's just hard to tell because every year the leaves change at different points. But I think we'd go back a bit later in October. But it was so much fun. And yeah, but I just made myself, of course, an apple cinnamon tea, and I just finished this book, and I have to tell you guys about it because if you're looking for a thriller to read this spooky season, this was it. I hear no one talk about this book, and you guys know I feel like thrillers are the most subjective genre because it's just like everyone's taste is so different. But I loved this. I gave it 4.75 stars. The only reason I took off some points was at one point there was just like too many characters, and it did slow down a little bit in the middle, but it didn't really take away from anything. I just found myself getting a little bored. But the book is What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall, and apparently this is her adult debut, and this was so good. Like, I'm mind blown. It's about 3 girls who, growing up, they used to like play games in the woods, and they pretended they were witches, and they would do these sacrifices and stuff. And then our main character, Naomi, gets stabbed, like attempted murder. And anyways, they end up putting this serial killer behind bars. They were like, yep, it was him. And then you fast forward 20 something years, and Naomi goes back to her small town because the murderer, his name was Stahl, was killed, or he dies. I think he died, and so she goes back to be reunited with her 2 best friends that were in the woods with her when she was stabbed. All these secrets start to kind of like unravel. You figure out like, oh, maybe he didn't do it. And oh my gosh, there were so many good twists in this. And just when you thought like, oh, we figured out who did it, the author threw in another twist. Like, it was so well done. I loved this. I also read on Goodreads that the audiobook was amazing, so if you guys are into audiobooks, maybe check that out. But I loved it so much. So put that on your TBR for spooky season. Amazing, amazing, amazing thriller, like adult thriller debut. So I had a lot of fun reading that. And you guys know I'm not really like, I try to be a TBR person, but I'm such a mood reader that it doesn't work. But now that all of my books are like piled up and I can't see what's what, I did try to make a bit of a TBR. So let's go through some of the books that I want to read this month. And here in my little basket, we've got The Drowning Woman by Robin Harding, which I've heard amazing things about, so I really want to get to that this month. You guys saw this vlog. I picked up Mexican Gothic. I'm so excited to read this, so I really want to get through that. I have so many spooky season books, but here's the thing. You guys know I am a spooky season lover all year round, so I can read spooky books in the winter, all that stuff. I'm really just trying to get through a lot of my one and done books because I feel like winter is when I want to dive into series, you know, when it's like a little colder out. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do, is get through a lot of my one-off books. I'd love to get to Stalking Jack the Ripper, and then also this is like a YA book, but The October Witches. I've been saving this for October, obviously, so I'd love to get to that. And then I have a ton of books on my Kindle. I didn't want to make like too big of a TBR because you guys, if you watched, or I guess if you've literally listened to any booktubers or anything right now, October is an insane month for, I keep staring at my bun because it's like a weird shape. October is an insane month for releases, so we're just gonna see what we get to. But I have a few horror books that I want to finish up. So first we have These Silent Woods by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. Also The Nesting by CJ Cook. They Never Learn by Lane Fargo, which I believe is a thriller. And then also These Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. I feel like I can set a bit of a bigger TBR for my Kindle because I can fly through them a bit faster. And the other book that I started reading in this vlog, the Heartbreak Guide to Mad, what was that book? You know, the book I was reading at the beginning of this video. That I also want to finish that one as well. So those are just some of the books that I want to get to hopefully this month. And I'm trying to decide what I want to read next, like physically. Actually, I'm going to finish the one I have downstairs first. I think that's why I struggle with physical books, is I get too gung-ho and I start a million of them. Like I can do that on my Kindle because it's easier, it's on a Kindle, but physical books, I always start them and I leave them around the house. So we're just going to commit to what we're doing. There's a lot that I've started. Like I started obviously One Dark Window, but I think I'm going to wait to read that until the second book comes out. Same goes with finishing like Stephanie Garber's Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I want to wait till the third book is out. Originally was like, oh, maybe I'll go like thrifting and all that stuff today, but I don't really honestly want to leave the house. I just want to have a chill day at home. So I think that's honestly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and then I want to do some baking this afternoon, but I think I'm just gonna maybe edit this video for a bit, watch some YouTube, just relax, and then we will do some baking, and then I'll post this video for you guys. So cheers. Happy Monday. Let's just have some quality me time today. Well, I guess quality time with myself, I should say. Anyways, great start to the day. Finished a banger book. Have a cup of tea even though I'm sweating. We are ending the day with some baking, and I'm trying two methods here, and you guys will see what we're making. I'm very excited. I need to grab my phone because the recipe's on it. I found this recipe on TikTok and it looks so yummy and easy. Like these little apple donut puffs, and I thought instead of using crescent roll dough, what if we unraveled a cinnamon bun into that instead? So we're gonna try that. And then I also, apples were on sale this week, which is awesome. I got these both for like 70 cents. So we're gonna cut up some apples. I'll also put the TikTok down below as well.